Hello guys, so today I'm going to attempt to draw a portrait and explain my process. So I will be using this Prismacolor, very thin blue violet paper. I'll try not to go on tangents, but it is what it is. Anyways, lately it's windy outside, so you might hear wind, and I have rain sounds on the background. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't bother you too much, but yeah. So lately, I've been, well, I guess not lately, I kind of just always wanted to be more accurate with my drawings, and yeah, that's what I've been, I guess, focusing my efforts on. I'm trying to just be accurate, really, because something about that just was more correct to me. Yeah, so as you can see, I kind of have a very, very light lay-in of the structures of where things may go and whatnot. The eye sockets area, the nose area, the mouth, and you just keep continuing. I guess moving along this path to just try to come up with a believable portrait, right? I kind of made it a little long, maybe, but it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not so concerned with it being a one-to-one copy. I'm more concerned with it being a good structural form. So yeah, that's where I am right now. Just trying to make it look like a 3D object. That's what I try to do. But as you can see, I'm pretty much done. You could almost, let's see. So it's a very interesting angle, by the way. It's a girl or a woman facing upwards, and yeah, it's not a super easy angle to draw, honestly, but it definitely requires some understanding of portrait, of the angles of the skull and all that. But as you can see, I'm just slowly laying down more intentional strokes, because it's kind of like building anything, you don't start from the top for building. When you're building one, you kind of start from the bottom, right? The foundation. Same thing with portraits here. Now then, them being too pleasing to the artist, then that's a whole different story. Because we could draw and create something good, but then soon after we take a good look at it, it's like, we don't really like it. But that's, it's just it just comes with the job, right? Being an artist, we're not always gonna like what we create, and that's okay. That's how it goes. See, is that chin a little too big? Or maybe it's just a little too big. But yeah, this is pretty much the not the hardest part of the process, but definitely the one that requires a little more focus, a little more understanding, and then afterwards it just kind of falls into place. The rendering and all that stuff kind of just I kind of just like a little. I lost my train of thought. Just a little. Okay, yeah. Having to also speak while trying to draw is not an easy task, I think. At least personally. At least right now that I am attempting to do so. Yeah. But, I mean, it all comes with practice, right? Anything you do, really. Anything at all that you do comes with practice. Like, let's say that I continue having these drawing, sketching sessions, and I talk and whatnot. Over time, I'm sure that I won't struggle as much, and of course I would just inevitably become better at it. I won't lose my train of thought as much, and I probably even draw more confidently because I don't have to think about speaking and drawing. But that's how it goes, really, with anything. But yeah, I guess now we could kind of just start doing the actual details, because I guess the jaw part is a little funny, a little wonky maybe. But that's how it is though. You know, you draw something and then you continuously adjust things back and forth. Erase things if you have to. But that's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, I could probably call it here. This is the process of it, more or less. Now you kind of just jump into, not necessarily the details, but yeah, this is, I guess, the first thought, the line work, the structure behind it. It's one aspect. And then of course comes the next part of it, the next part of the process, or your process, in which cases mine is probably rendering to some extent. Yeah, that's well, that line. It's crazy how that line makes it look weird. One simple line, really. Sometimes it's all it takes to make it feel incorrect. I think even the nostrils, attempting to put the nostrils also is weird. Anyways, see how I'm adjusting here, and I mean, you're basically just doing that throughout the whole piece, really, throughout the whole drawing or sketch. And yeah, this pretty much sums it up, you know. Of course, you still have to have some level of understanding to accurately make those changes, or else you just get lost in the sauce. Well, I guess not really, because you don't actually know what you're doing if you don't have the understanding in the first place. But yeah, let's see. See, now I'm just separating these shadows of this portrait. Very clear ones. Well, not necessarily clear ones, but they're pretty straightforward. Shadows. See, I think I don't know if you noticed that mistake, but the lips are kind of incorrect. Not sure how I managed to do that. Wait, are they? I think maybe they're just... Let's see. I'm sure this might help, might not. Like seeing it. Again, I am trying to... I'm more concerned with the accuracy of the form. So, I'm kind of lost myself now, but that's okay, because we can't always hit home runs, right? That would be crazy. I don't think that's possible across any. What did I just do? See, this is where eraser would really come in handy. Also, the angle that I'm drawing is a little weird. Kind of. Yeah. I think this needs to... This is a little over, I think. It's a little more angled. But more or less, this is my process. It's like a constant. You're constantly figuring out what to do, and of course, this process. Any of the days is different. Almost, it feels different. Sometimes you sit down, you sit down and start drawing. You feel like you know everything, and then another day you show up and you start drawing and you forget it feels like you forget how to draw, which is weird, but it happens. Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. It's interesting, this draw. It feels like I don't know, something about it is a little okay. I know for sure that this is higher than that. So there's kind of like an angle going on in here. Okay, now it just looks funny. And that happens. That happens all the time. I think I might be doing it too wide. Anyways. Alright, that makes me, that looks a little better. Well, maybe not. That's another thing about when I draw. I jump around. I have a tendency to jump around to something else, which is, I'm not sure if it's a great idea or a good habit to continuously do, but I do it for some reason. Yep. I mean, that's pretty much it, really. I guess at this point, really, is just rendering, or not rendering, but like drawing the wrist, or using rendering to further describe the form. Of course, that's not always easy to do. But yeah, I feel like I just over time became a little silent because I was, I guess, unintentionally focusing, or not unintentionally, but trying to focus to create this portrait and make it look like an actual portrait, like someone's actually there. Yeah. But it's I mean, it's slowly showing itself. Slowly but surely, I guess. Someone's cutting the yard now, so that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I call it and wait till it's gone, so I'll be back. I noticed that the angle at which I'm drawing as well is a little bit like less extreme than the reference, and that's something that tends to happen when it comes to extreme angles. Well, I guess in general, really, we have a tendency to like bring it back to normal, just a regular front-facing portrait. If it's like a 3/4, we make it. If it's extreme, we bring it back down to like normal front or 3/4, which is interesting. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. At this point, you just want to continue, or at least I just continue adding details and whatnot to make it look more rendered. Really, that's really it. Yeah, I'm gonna be gentle with the rendering because I like how it looks as is, honestly. Yeah. See, on that I'm good on, so let me just work on this one. She has her eyes closed, huh? Again, the whole setup. It's a weird. The setup is really weird. It's almost uncomfortable. Then again, it makes me think how I look when I am actually drawing in my, I guess, usual posture. I must be looking like a, I forget the name, but man, I must have a terrible posture when I'm drawing. But yeah, just adding details and whatnot. The hair's a whole another story, really, a whole another beast. I think to try and make it look simple, like simplified, really does take some patience. Because when people think of hair, they just think of multiple hundreds and hundreds of lines, and that's hair. But how would one go about making it look simple? I'm still kind of figuring that out myself. Yeah. And it'll get here, it's just practice. Practice. Good practice. It's good intentional practice, because there is such thing as a bad practice. Just drawing for the sake of drawing without just really thinking about what it is that you're drawing. It's one thing. It's too dark for me. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, bad practice. So falling into I feel like I lose my train of thought so quickly having to think about it. Anyways, yeah, simplifying the hair. Simplifying the hair, simplifying everything really, to make it look not so messy or chaotic, or I guess, or even noobish, or something. Making it look like, believable. Also, this is a hard angle, so, well, not hard, but not easy, I guess. I wonder if it's shaking. Probably is. Yep. Anyways, I think well, standing up and seeing all the errors, it's actually quite funny. I don't know what that was. Why I did that. I kind of messed it up a little bit. So much shaking going on, I bet. Anyways, with jaw probably looks funny. Anyways. Look funny. pretty much it, really. Yep. Anyways, that's pretty much it.